know that I'm no joke. No joke, baby, I'm no joke. Oh, na, na, na. No joke, baby, I'm no joke. Oh,
Talk that talk. To my right, we have Porsche and I'm Gigi. Then we have the lovely Ariete,
Hey.
Miss Faith, and Miss Beautiful April. So the topic that we're talking about today is, have you been ghosted?
Have you ever ghosted on someone after you dated them?
Have we ever ghosted someone?
Yeah, have you guys ever ghosted on someone after you've been on a date or dated someone?
Yes.
I do the slow fade.
What's the
What's the slow fade?
You know that meme when he's like peace, but he fades, yeah? There's like a tactic involved because I don't know, sometimes it's not every day, so we don't have a connection. Like, sometimes it's just like, I'm not free then, I'm free this day, but it's like July 2026. I'm doing the most. But like, no, sometimes it's just like you want to let them down, not so abruptly, so you slowly fade. And most people get the hint.
But do you not tell them the truth though directly? Like, you know what? I don't think
Sometimes
this
I do.
is.
Sometimes I do, but sometimes
What?
I say this like it happens all the time, it really doesn't. But like sometimes it's not every day. Like, I'm really sorry, I'm not feeling you.
So you
I
just.
feel bad. I do.
I'd rather just ghost. No, not in every situation.
Oh.
I've ghosted someone
Ghosting's
before.
horrid.
But the reason I ghosted him without communication is because it was quite weird. Like, on the date, he kept looking at me, like, just staring.
I think that's
And I
not.
was like, are you okay?
Maybe he was mesmerised by your beauty, you know?
No, it was like creepy.
Okay.
Like, yeah, and some of the stuff he was saying and stuff. So I was just like, you know what? I don't think this person, and it might be a bad judgment on me, like, I don't know. But maybe this person hasn't got like the capacity is going to sound so bad to have that conversation and me to tell him, like, you know.
Was he like socially awkward or?
Yeah, I think he was just very socially awkward, and I think he was a bit full on. So I don't think he would have taken that as nicely. Yeah.
Mm.
When you're saying dating, how far are we going with this person
Oh no, I
before
don't
you
know.
ghost them? Because I mean, if it's just a few dates, as in just going out.
The first date, for example.
For example, I mean, it's not set in stone that you have to see the person. You're just basically trying to get to know the person, seeing whether you're on the same wavelength or whatever. And if you don't gel with that person, you have every right to just say, do you know what, this ain't for me, and removing yourself from it. But maybe
what about 3 months of dating them?
3 months of
I give you I don't care. I can put it out there, like, because whatever. So I dated this guy for like going on 3 months. And everything seemed like literally on paper, this guy was like perfect. And he was like so committed. Communication was on point. That consistency was like, yeah. And then I don't know, to be honest with you, I don't know what happened. He just ghosted, disappeared. And nothing happened. The actual day, the last day I saw him, he was so attentive. He was like, oh, babe. You know, like, yeah. And the thing is, it was so weird because I didn't even have feelings for him. So it was just like, yeah, no, I kind of like, you kind of like him. Sorry?
You was wasting his time for 3 months.
No, hell no. Like, I didn't have feelings for him at all. Like, I basically, like, I fancied him. So, because he was showing me something different.
Yeah.
So I thought, like, all right, this could actually potentially go somewhere. So I was like, oh, this is a bit exciting. All right, okay. And then he was just like, you know what, babe, I really see, like, us going somewhere. And I was just like, okay. But thank God I was still a little bit reserved. Imagine if I fell for him and I'll tell you too. Anyways, he just caspered. Yeah. And so anyways, yeah. And then I thought something happened to him. When you think, because you're concerned.
Got married,
yeah, something happened. He got kidnapped. He's in a coma. Like, what's going on? And then anyways, cut the story short, I found out from a friend's friend that he was fine. And and then like, it was just weird. And the thing is, I literally 2 weeks afterwards, I was like, nah, let me see. I'm not going to contact him. So, but he didn't contact me for like a good 2.5 weeks until yeah. And then I kind of just blocked him, to be quite honest with you, after, because I just felt 100%. I didn't feel embarrassed because, please, you walked from this, so yeah. But like, I'm just saying, like, I just felt like you just wasted my time. That's what you wasted. My time is valuable. So for you to come in and chat rubbish and sell me a dream, like, why you what?
Like, why are you
doing that?
Energy like that.
Why are you doing that?
Why? You could be doing something else.
That makes no sense.
I got the first time I got ghosted, it was after a 4-year relationship.
Wow.
Yeah. But long story short,
that's mad. Girl.
Yeah. But anyway, it's actually quite funny now. So he got kicked out of his home. He used to live with his parents. He got kicked out, and I knew he was cheating. Yeah.
Okay.
So he ended up moving in with this girl, and then he literally said to me, he was like, "Listen, I lived with my parents back then," and I was like, he was like, "I can't move in with you, so I'm gonna move in with her. So leave me alone." And that's it. I never got through to the number again.
Wow.
I never got through to the number again. I never heard from him again. No, tell a lie. Before he hung up the phone, he said, "I'll call you on Tuesday or something." And shit you not. About 3 months later, he called me. I said, "It must be Tuesday."
Was it?
It must be Tuesday. The guy called me back. That was my first time being ghosted.
4 years,
and then,
that's deep.
another couple times was like maybe like first date. And then literally one guy, we were in the middle of arranging our second date and saying how fun the first, and then blocked. Profile gone. Statement gone.
Wow.
Everything gone. I'm like, well, we were just planning a second date. Yeah.
When we're dating, we do ignore red flags. And that's why I feel like I'm not paranoid, but when I start seeing little things with guys that I'm dating, I'm like, swerve. Because there was this, okay, trying to talk too much. So there was this guy that was like pursuing me. And I like consistency. I like, and for the first week, I don't know if you ever had it, for the first week, they're really, really consistent. And then they get
good morning, babe.
Have a day. And then they'll have like one moment of just disappearing.
The mask slip.
And then they'll come back as if like nothing happened.
Yeah.
And just like, "Hey, babe," I'm like,
where are you?
Very different things though. Like, again, like in the early stages and stuff, like guys will pursue you because they're trying to get you. But once they feel like they've got you on side, maybe they're feeling, okay, I'm going through something for now. Let me just, she will understand sort of thing.
But the thing is, I said, "Oh, what's happening?" And then they will give you some dumb BS excuse that doesn't make any sense. If there was definitely, I'm a very understandable person. So if there was an actual, but it has to be a logical reason as to why there's no communication. I'm talking about not even a text, not to say hi, I'm alive.
It's not really ghosting if they communicate and tell you that, because you wouldn't see it as ghosting.
Exactly.
Like, ghosting is when someone just
literally.
So if they're telling you, but do you feel like people owe? Like I read something the other day that said people don't owe you an explanation for the choices that they make about their lives.
Yes, they do. I'm sorry. What?
No, I agree with that.
If I've
starting to agree with it more and more.
If I've invested my time,
amen,
in you, you freaking owe me an explanation as to why you're going to go dead. I'm sorry, especially if you've gone to Portugal with some other. What's wrong? No, that actually did happen to me. It's fine, I'm glad now, but I kind of want to know.
But then saying that, when you do something for someone and you invest your time, we all have a choice. We all choose to spend our time with this person. We all choose to do things for this person. It's our choice. They haven't told us that we have to, right? I hope not, anyway.
Yeah.
So, in a way, I get what you're both saying. Yeah, people can just leave your life, and I get what you're saying.
No, but I'm
looking at it from both perspectives.
But then I don't feel
because the thing is, you can't say that person owes you because you've done something for them. You shouldn't have done it then.
Yeah,
because you have a choice.
It depends on how long. For me, it's the
I don't
duration.
agree.
If it's like I think you've only been on a couple of dates, personally, it's like dating is getting to know someone.
If it's dating,
do you know what I mean? There's been a time where I've ghosted someone. I'm just like, you're not for me, whatever, blah, blah, blah. The weirdo turned up at my door, but that's another story for another day and stuff like that. And demanding reasons as to why.
What did you do? That's why she's saying that. That's why she's saying the ghosting is cool because she's the ghoster. She's the ghost.
I've been the ghostie.
The ghost, whatever. Casper.
I'll be the person that's being ghosted.
Okay.
And then humble people. But anyway, the time where I ghosted someone is because I just felt like, you know what, this ain't working out. I don't really like what you're about, etc., etc. At the time, I didn't feel like he needed an explanation. But when he turned up really angry at my door and he explained why he wanted that explanation, I was like, all right, cool. Like, I don't want no beef in it. But
men can't take what they give.
yeah,
I'm sorry, they can't.
but
They get angry.
me personally, like, I'm big on protecting your peace and stuff like that, and I do see like red flags on certain guys, whatever. And for me, I'm just like, you know what, this date was a bit of an option. It was me getting to know you. I can't really pick up the phone and say, you know what, after the interview, like, you're not the one. So for me, it's just easy just to ghost the person and stuff like that. No,
But don't you think it's like more? I get what you mean, because I feel like when you do, I think it's just respect, to be quite honest with you. I get it.
Yeah.
But if it's like one day, I understand, because I don't feel like you owe that person like that explanation. But
feedback.
But I feel like if you are dating, for example, if you was dating someone, for example, you can date someone for 3 months and you're seeing them like 4 times a week consistently, and you can date someone for like 8 months or a year and you might only see them once every 2. You get what I'm trying to say? Because sometimes things are quite intensive in a very short space of time. So for example, when I was seeing that guy, it was like 3 to 4 times a week. Did you get within 3 months? So he felt quite, so when someone does that, I'm like.
But at what point do you feel ghosted? Like, at what point do you think,
when 2 weeks go by, when 2 weeks, 2 weeks, come on, when 2 weeks go by,
what do you mean?
2 weeks go by, because it's concerning. I don't know if you're dead.
No, mine's 2 days. You think it's like, if you care about me, and we've had a nice time, and
what's
we're
the time?
talking, and you like my energy, and
They
I
need to tell you.
You need to be talking to me every day. I should be, because what?
I mean, if if for some reason they feel like, okay, do you know what, I'm not really feeling they should have that conversation with you, because you've invested a substantial amount of time.
Yeah,
100%.
What I'm saying is, at what point do you feel like you've been ghosted?
Like, they want that they want the same attention the guy was trying to give you and you're trying to get you all the time. No one has all that amount of time.
All right, but let's say that you're in a relationship and you go a whole day and they has not, I don't even know why I use that word, and your man has not texted you all day and he hasn't communicated that he's going
but
for
has he
something
communicated with
time. I don't know.
But people do, like, I feel like a day, like, is a bit, because people are busy. I'm like, sometimes I get really overwhelmed with work and so forth.
Even to be able to say good morning, like one.
I get it, but you can.
The whole day you couldn't text me and say
But
good morning.
sometimes I can't. Like, you don't, like, for example, sometimes
So you go a whole day without going on Insta.
I'm telling you, I'm telling you, there are times. I'm telling you from personal experience, there are times that you're literally like this. And then by the time you get home, especially if you're a parent, for example, by the time you get home, your focus now goes on to your child, for example. And then it's like, and then you might just fall asleep and just
feel like people make
I've had
time.
that happen to me. So I don't judge people if it's like a day.
I guess it's an individual
but like 2
thing.
days.
But for me, it's like, even if I'm just going weed, pick up the phone. Hi, like, I'm just having a busy day. I hope you're all right. I'll speak to you
Of course,
tomorrow.
that's nice. Yeah, I
Do you know
get
what
you.
I mean? So, but for me, I think it's like,
I just like picking up the message where we last left off. So let's just say, for instance, we could have been speaking about a program last night. I don't mind if the person don't respond to me until the next morning. I don't expect a good morning, beautiful that sort of, I mean, there's lovely guys that do it, but it kind of annoys me because I know it's going to end at one way. Do you know what I mean? And then you are going to be a bit frustrated. So you can't keep up that energy. So I'd rather we just carry on
as normal
as it goes.
And I guess it depends, like you said, if you're just dating someone and then they go ghost. But if you're like me.
I mean, there's a bit of a disrespect element to it. Like, let's just say, for instance, if you was to sleep with a person and all of a sudden they ghost you after that, like, I mean, that's the L you're going to have to carry, but it's a bit, that's disrespectful. The person should have, like, you lot be intimate, the person should at least express to you what's happened.
But then if a man was to come to you and really say, look, do you know what, last night was fun, whatever, but you know what, I'm not really feeling you like that, or the sexual chemistry was off, or we just don't connect. You're not hearing it.
After we
But we're saying,
but can I say, with women, I feel like men, we don't like, as women, we don't like to be rejected. Men get rejected all the time. And when we get rejected that 1 or 2 times, we're like,
yeah, but rejection and ghostation.
No. I'm just I get it. No, that's true.
Men don't like to be rejected. Trust. No.
But they do it with it.
Like, last week.
No, but men ask all the time. They approach women. Can I have your number? What's your name? It's like part of
being
a...
told, oh, you're not even that nice.
But that's when I was like 18. Like a guy, Elephant and Castle, the big roundabout.
Yeah.
He literally crossed the big roundabout, and then I said sorry because I had a man. I said sorry, I'm really sorry, but I've got a man. And then he left and he went, well, your boys anyways. I'm like, okay. So he came all the way over here, but that's when I was like 18, like he was young.
It happens to me. It happened to me not that long ago when a guy was in the car, like following me. And I said, why are you following me? And then and it's like, hey, come on, send you. I'm like, to be fair, it's dark. And you're a strange man. And he's like, oh, and then he was starting calling me a strange man.
Did you call him a strange man?
Yeah. I said, you're a strange man following me in your car. And then he was just having a go at me, blah, blah, and just like, you know, told me something like, oh, you're not even that nice, blah, blah. I was like, well, you're following me like a creep. I am.
So instead of someone ghosting you, what do you, because you're saying, if like, you know, you mentioned it's disrespectful, someone sleeps with you, let's say you genuinely did not, there was no sexual chemistry, sex was dead, there was no conversation. How long was what?
Not the sex. I mean, how long was the, you lot dating for?
Let's just say you've
I don't know. Okay, so my question is, what is an acceptable alternative to a man ghosting you then? What will you accept for him to walk away from this interaction, relationship, whatever it is at that point?
You're a grown-ass man. We're grown people. Communicate. Like, if things ain't working, I ain't gonna die because you left. Bye. Just tell me, like, you know what, things ain't working out.
Maybe some men are scared.
Scared of what?
Of hurting and the confrontation.
But the thing is, you're causing more pain doing what you're ghosting than actually telling the truth. Like, and it's a vice versa thing for a female. It's not just a man thing. A female as well. Like, stop wasting a man's time. If you're not interested in him, just say, listen, babe, you know what, things are just not, I don't, you know, and when you get those ones, then you ghost, you know. But can I just ask you guys something? Because I've had conversations with people about dating. What is the dating stages for you? Like for me, for example, like I'm just trying to, because I know like exclusively dating, like is there stages? Because basically, right, so I was dating someone and they were basically saying when you exclusively date someone, that means you're now boyfriend and girlfriend. So let's, for example, you go on 1 date, 2 date, 3 dates, right? You're just dating around, getting to know them. After the 3rd date, they expect to go exclusive. Like just exclusive, and like just basically. But do you get what I'm saying? What is exclusive dating? Is it becoming a girlfriend, or is just used to?
I think you just catch the vibe, man.
Sleep with anybody else apart from each other.
Yeah,
that's what
I hate all of this. Like for me, it's you're either in a relationship or you're not. Like all this. Okay, I'm talking to the person. Okay, we're linking. Okay, we're dating. We're almost there. Yeah, now we're in a relationship. That's not even marriage. If the person wants to make it official, that's it. I don't do the whole interim stage.
So as soon as you say it's official, that means you're boyfriend and girlfriend.
Oh, okay. I think it's different strokes for different folks. But for me, it's always been a case of like, in all my relationships, we've gone on a few dates, we've got to know each other, and then we've ended up like in a exclusive relationship, not exclusively seeing each other. It's a relationship. Yeah. I haven't done, like you said, all the interim
that's
things.
a situationship.
That's a situationship.
Because you haven't had that discussion about
I've never done that before. But
I just feel like a man will say it, like one day he'll just say, yeah, this is my missus, this is my girlfriend. But and then that conversation, but then it's like, you know, sometimes you might be like,
But I've been put on
the women that's like, hold on, wait.
But I've been put on the spot where it's like, okay, after the 3rd date, the guy wants to exclusively date you. And for me, exclusive means like boyfriend and girlfriend, but he's talking about just exclusively dating and not like exactly and not like. But then I'm like, what's the difference between that and?
But you know what it is.
But then after 3 days,
No.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I have a question. Mm-hmm. Why do you think people ghost? Like, what is the reason? What is the reason? Like, what is that?
There's many reasons.
What do you think makes people ghost?
I honestly think that it's like I've ghosted before because I just don't know how to approach a situation and have that conversation, or I've said it in the nicest way I can possible, in the most grown-up way possible, and that person hasn't understood it and hasn't respected my wishes. And then I feel like when I've been ghosted, numerous things. Homeless, needed somewhere to live. I was the answer. I don't know.
Wow.
It could be because they have other people that they're seeing and they don't want you to be messaging them, and it could be so many things.
I think it's two things. Either they have a wife or a long-time girlfriend, or the second one is they're just a freaking coward and they don't have the guts to say like, this is not for me. But
can I just ask, so if we're in a room with our girls, whatever, and we say, you know what, so-and-so messaged me today and he said he's just not feeling it, like he just doesn't, he's not feeling how this is going, he's not feeling the relationship or dating, whatever. 9 out of 10 times we're going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe he done that.
Yeah, but imagine if he ghosted.
But that's what. But
No,
what
but
I'm saying
I would respect that because he was honest.
With the opposite of ghosting, of someone actually saying to you, "Yeah, I don't like you."
Of course, we're not.
But the thing is, it's the way that you say it. No one's gonna go, "I don't like you." It's just the way that you basically put it out.
We should start normalizing that it's okay for people not to be for each other.
100%.
Do you know what I mean?
Accept that.
Because I feel like that's part of the thing.
No, you can accept that and still feel gutted.
Yeah, of course.
The two can be together, you know?
Even if you didn't like them, you're still a bit like, oh.
Yeah, of course. But I'm not going to be like, oh, damn, we should go scared. It would have been better. No, I'd rather just you told me straight.
But you can date someone that actually have a great chemistry, a great connection, but you're just not compatible with each other. And then it's just like, you know what? We're better off as just friends than actually being in a relationship, because we know that in the long run, it's not going to work out. So why are we going to invest this time when we know it's not going to work out for the future? So I don't feel like it's just...
I think for me, I've been that coward in the situation whereby I've just ghosted someone. And like listening to you lot now, I can see why I was probably in the wrong and stuff like that, because I just thought my life, like I don't owe anyone an explanation as to why I don't want to have like you into my life sort of thing. But I guess sometimes, depending on the person, that can hit them hard. If they don't, like when I was ghosted on, I had self-worth, so I was just like, I know the problem wasn't me. Like, so whatever that person's dealing with, that whatever in it, sort of thing, whatever in it. But for some, they will probably take that really hard, and they'll probably internalise that and probably think, all right, cool, it must have been something wrong with me, blah, 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 X, Y, Z. And I don't know, I mean, ghosting something's not that deep, but I don't know how they're going to react moving forward. I don't know, when they interact with the next lady or so forth. So maybe an explanation probably is the best thing. But I think after one day, no, it's a bit, I don't owe you anything, but maybe after a couple of that, if I see red flags personally, there's certain attributes I see that you have that I don't like, I'm gone. But I don't want to give them a list of things like, maybe you can work on this and work on that and work on this. I don't want it to be that sort of conversation. It's an awkward conversation to have, but maybe just a bit of a
What do you think, Ariete, to wrap up about ghosting?
We're wrapping up already? Okay. I just feel like two grown people should be able to have a conversation. And like you said, it does depend as well on, but even if you do go out on the first date, on the date, you kind of know where it's sort of going. And more time, if I'm not really feeling you like that, I actually offer to pay for the other half. If you're a really nice guy, like, sorry, because, you know what I mean? I'll be like, all right, you know, let's, as friends, isn't it? Like, I pay for my half, you pay for your half, hey, high five. And we go, you know, like, we go about our business, but like, yeah, you give a vibe.
You just told me off to pray. Just know you've never seen Ariete.
What about you, Faye?
I just think like you're psycho. If you ghost. I just feel like I just think that it is, if you are dating someone and you ghost, that's a real problem. I think you need to address your lack of courage as a person. If it's like you've been on one day, or you're even, someone accused me of ghosting them when I've never met them before. How can I ghost someone I've never graced in my presence? Like, doesn't make sense. But if it's one of those things, then you don't really owe anybody your time in that regard. So it's not really much else to say. April?
No, I think I disagree with everyone.
Sorry, it's
okay.
I agree.
I agree with everyone. I do think that if it's like after the first date, it's not really time wasted. I think it's kind of based off of like how much time you've invested in someone, in regards to like whether you really take it harshly as someone ghosting. Because personally, I wouldn't. If I've gone on one date, it's a problem. Do you know what I mean? It's just I've met someone new, I've gone out or whatever. But yeah, I agree that it's communication, and that if you've been seeing someone for a long period of time, that the very bare minimum that you can give them is like a little communication to be like, don't have to give them a long list like you said, because that's kind of harsh. You don't want to be picking up people's like imperfections or whatever, but it's okay to say, you know, like it's not working or whatever, or just nip it in the bud, or but just let them know so that they don't think, oh, is it my eyelashes? Was it hanging off? My teeth, I don't know. But
Yeah. I hear you.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with everything that you guys have said. Just we need to normalise having those conversations and just part ways and being all right with it.
Indeed.
Thank you for watching. We have been Talk That Talk.
See ya.
Like, subscribe.
No joke, baby, I'm no joke. Oh, no joke.